Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Rosniza Binti Abd and my metric number 1181361. In this video, I will summarize Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 from the book entitled Principle of Journalism by Dr. Siti Surani Othman. Chapter 2 of this book is discussing the principle of journalism. In this chapter, it will discuss the principle of journalism from several viewpoints. For example, the viewpoints from Bill Kovac and Thomas Steele, based on the Book of Elements of Journalism, Ethical Journalism Network, Al Jazeera's Code of Ethics, BBC, Malaysian Canons of Journalism, and also the other viewpoints. From my understanding, basically, all the viewpoints state truth, accuracy, independence, impartiality, and honesty as basic things for their viewpoints, but there are some viewpoints that differ from each other. Firstly, why truth is important. It is because all the things that have been written by the journalists, such as news in the newspaper, is a reliable material. Second, for accuracy, the journalist should verify, update, and correct the information before releasing it to the public. The third one is being independent, such as in owning the news agenda. The fourth is impartiality. For example, be impartial as a citizen and public figure. And the last one, be honest. Honesty is important in reporting and presenting the information to the audience. In context of Malaysia, Malaysian press is based from the principle of rukun negara and the national aspiration. For example, contribute in promoting the racial harmony and national unity. However, the Malaysian press also does following the canons of journalism, for example, in reporting the fact accurately, faithfully, and respect the rights of the people to be truth. While in Chapter 3 on the title Islamic Journalism Ethics discusses Islamic journalism ethics based on the previous research conducted by scholars in journalism. There are 7 previous researches that have been selected in order to understand research findings and arguments related to Islamic journalism ethics based on the Islamic theory of communication. The researches that have been selected such as Islamic Theory of Communication by Maulana 2007, Islam and Journalism still 2011, Ethic and Responsibility and Journalism, and Islamic Perspective by Siddiqui 2012, and etc. From my understanding, most of the previous researchers state Tawheed, Amar bil Ma'ruf wa Nahyu anil Munkar, and Ummah as the basic things in the concept of Islamic worldview. For example, in the research of ethics and responsibility in journalism and Islamic perspective by Siddiqui 2012 and Islamic theory of communication by Maulana 2007 stated that Tawheed is the supremacy and sovereignty of one God. It also brings the meaning of unity, coherence, and harmony between all parts of the universe. Here is the most basic pillar in Islam, which brings the meaning of existence, of purpose in the creation, and the freedom of humankind from bondage and servitude to many and varieties of non-God. Next is Amar bil Ma'ruf wa Nahyu anil Munkar, as stated in the research of Steele 2011 under the title Islam and Journalism. It is stated under the point of justice. He stated that journalist is who sends a kind message to remind the people like the Prophet had did before. He also states a hadith that strengthens his point, in which whoever sees a wrong and is able to put it right with his hand, let him do so. If he can't, then with his tongue. If he can't, then in his heart, and that is the bare minimum of faith. So, if there is something wrong, the journalist has to show it. After that, Ummah, also one of the important elements in Islamic journalism, based on the research of Siddiqui 2012 on the title Ethics and Responsibility in Journalism and Islamic Perspective under the point of social responsibility, stated that in the concept of commanding right and prohibiting wrong, it is the responsibility for individual and the Ummah or the group, especially the public communication, to show the good action and things to the people. Lastly, there are four principles of Islamic perspective to journalism, which are truth, civics and haq, pedagogy, tabligh, seeking the best for public interest, maslahah, and moderation, wasatiyah, based on the research of Mukhtar et al. 2017 on the title Journalism and the Islamic Worldview. In Islam, telling the truth is an obligation, as clearly states on Quran, do not mix haq, which is truth, with batil, falsehood, and hide to haq, which is truth, negligibly. The purpose of pedagogy or tabligh is to spread the truth and good deeds to the public. After that, maslahah is the principle in order to seek the best for the public interest. Lastly, wasatiyah, which is moderation. It is the concept that has been emphasized in Quran and Sunnah, in which the journalist should be fair enough in reporting the information. Thank you for spending your time and listening to my video.